Good day, guys. My name is Ukem Joy, a 100 level student from Chemical Engineering Department, and I'm going to be the host of this show. And I'm going to be asking some questions concerning e-learning or online learning, and I would like us to listen and gain some things from our speakers. It's me, the General Course Rep of SIT, Gabriel Godwin, popularly known as Gigi of Food MX, and I'm going to be asking him some questions concerning the relevance of tutorials or online lectures. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
So my first question is, why is it that our tutorials are being organized for us by our seniors?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I would say it's all about the experience. Most seniors actually, they tend to have experienced failure at some point. Not like they didn't read or they didn't prepare or anything, but then there are tips, there are things you actually do have to know. Like, how do I say this? Okay, for a particular course now, you have been hearing rumors. Oh, this course is just going to be mainly past questions. But then you just decided, oh no, I'm just going to read my book and I'll understand, I'll pass the exam and stuff. You just might be deceiving yourself. So most of these seniors are actually falling into that trap. They have been in that shoes, and they don't want their lower levels to actually fall into the same situations. So that's why most of them actually organize tutorials and stuff like that.
Obi, is tutorials necessary for our learning?
Of course, I would say tutorial is very paramount, very, very paramount. Like I said earlier, tutorials just might not be only the teaching. It just might not be only teachings. As they are teaching, they can drop tips. Okay, they are used to this particular lecture and they tell you this is how the lecturer sets the questions. You get, it's part of what will make you actually pass the exams, or either whether it's a test or something. As I say, experience is the best teacher. So it's best to actually hear from those that have actually passed through the level before, and know how things are actually done, instead of just jumping into it and then experiencing it by yourself. You get, so it's best to actually learn from people that have experienced these things before and stuff. Yes. So I hope that answer that.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. So what kind of tutorial should I attend?
Okay, so I won't specify the kind of tutorials you should attend, because I don't want to be advertising any tutorials. Nobody's paying me for that. But I would say take your time, give yourself like a week. Attend different tutorials, and then you can just draft out a timetable. So it just might not be just one tutorial that you'll be attending. You can say, for this course I will be attending these tutorials because I feel like the teacher or the tutors better than the other of the tutorials. I would attend social tutorials for Math 101. I would attend social tutorials for Physics 101 and stuff like that. You can just draft out that time to give yourself time, like a week and stuff, because personally that's what I did, and I tell you it's really, really helped me. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Now last question will be, apart from tutorials, is there any other steps I need to take for me to be stable?
Okay, first things first, even in the Bible we said, in the beginning God, right? In the beginning God. So I would say put God first, pray. Now there are people that actually go into the exam halls, right? They go into the exam hall and they go in very prepared to actually conquer whatever questions that will come. But then at the end of the day, they come out and they be like, they had technical issues, the gen tripped off, they were not able to submit and stuff like that. It's just prayers can actually conquer these things. You get, so I would say first things first is God, and then number two, minus tutorials. There's a place for personal reading, personal should I say meditation and stuff. Like, you go to tutorials, you come back home, you go over what you've read, you practice more questions, you solve more past questions, so at least you get acquainted with what kind of questions the lecturers actually said and stuff like that. So, as I said, you put God first, you pray, you solve more past questions, you read personally. Don't depend on just tutorials. Have a personal reading life. have a timetable for yourself so that you know when and when to read. It can just be 2 hours, but in a day, make sure that no day actually goes by and then you've not read anything. You get. So and then always make sure you go very early to the Congo Square. Now, a lot of students actually they say because it's actually test and exams, so they allow most people to actually go first, so that when they come out they get questions from them and go over it and stuff like that. But I feel like that is not even necessary. Once you have gone for tutorials, you have read your books, I see no reason why you should actually be waiting for people to bring questions to you again. Like, do you get? I feel like you don't need more to that. You don't need more to that. So go ahead. You should actually be waiting for people to bring questions to you again. Like, do you get? I feel like you don't need more to that. You don't need more to that. So go early to the Convo Square so that you are screened very early, and then you can go and write your exams or tests as early as possible, and you come out. Because I've heard cases where students actually go late and then you're not allowed to write the test. And the thing is, if you don't write your test and you write exams, when the result comes out, it's still a zero. It's just in vain, you get. So these are little things that actually matter. We should not just throw them aside and stuff. So yeah, that's it. I hope that did justice to that question.
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
And from the General Course Rep, taking us further, I'm here with Honorable VCE, known as the Lion Comrade, and I'll be asking him some questions. First, the do's and don'ts of e-examination and the experience so far on online learning. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for hosting me. Yeah.
So my first question is, what are the dress code for e-examination?
Alright, in every institution we have particular dress codes we have. But I would say in FUTMI now, we don't have a particular dress code. Just as maybe in the law school we have the white and black. We have maybe for medicine they have their profession dress code. But for FUTMI now, the dress code is dress modestly. That is why coming to test and exam, you have to dress modestly. You have to dress well. Because the way you dress is the way you be addressed. If you don't dress well, they will not address you well. You understand? As a student, you dress well, you wear a proper clothes with a footwear. That is, you don't wear slippers because you are coming for e-test and e-exam.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Our next question is, what is the character one should compose during e-examination?
Okay, the character you should compose during e-examination is a good character, a calm, collected, and prepared character. You can't just come to e-exam and you want to write it with a harsh or like a character that is not calm. When coming to exam, you have to act cool, you have to act mature, you understand?
Yes.
You have to act collected, because when you are writing, when you are coming to write, you are coming to take an examination. So when you display characters, other characters, you may not be able to recall what you have read for the examination.
Thank you very much, sir. So what is the experience so far on e-examination?
The e-examination, there are a lot of experiences from the ranging of dress code, because if you don't dress well, the people at the e-center will send you back. So there have been cases of there have been experience so far from the coming late for the e-exam to the dressing code and the maintenance of order in the hall, and also examination malpractice, because some people, even though it's online learning, they still engage in examination malpractice.
Okay, I have another question.
Alright.
So we need ID cards, 100 level students who have not gotten some ID cards and stuff like that. So what do we need before entering the hall?
Okay, if an ID card has not been issued to you, that is when the school fees receipt become valid, because the school fee shows that yes, you are a student of FUTMI. So if you have not been issued ID card by then, your school fees can stand as a substitute for the ID card.
Thank you very much, sir. What is your advice for preparation of e-examination?
Alright, my advice is, one, just dress well, you understand? Dress well is the first order, my advice. Two, you are already been prepared, so there is no need to come and be wasting time. This e-exam is just The way if you come fast, you write fast, you will finish on time. It's not like other exam, maybe written exam like to take too long. Just come dress well, arrange yourself, compose yourself, come early, you write the exam, you go. That's my advice so far on the e-learning process and the e-examinations process.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I want to know your experience so far on online learning. How does the online learning operate?
Okay, the online learning started from the year 2023. It started when two sets were what? Admitted into Fruit Mina. They were admitted into one set, into Fruit Mina. So the school decided to find a way in order to aid learning, and that's where the online learning came from. So the online learning during that set was a big success, and it has continued to be a success. It's just that one of the limitations of the online learning is what? Internet connection. That is the only limitation of that online learning. But so far so good, the online learning has given more time for people to what? Have more time to themselves and more time to what? Personal reading, unlike physical class. Because if you are comparing online learning with physical learning, I'm coming to class, I'm going back home, I have to take care of myself. I will not have the time to what? Personal reading. But with online learning, I know that I am at home. Anytime I wake up, I read. I don't have the stress of what? Rushing to school to come for what? Physical learning. Even though for everything that has advantage is what? A disadvantage. But we will look at that at due courses. Yeah.
So how do we survive during the online learning?
Alright, survival of online learning. That's where what the importance of what tutorials comes in. Yes. In order to survive, you have to what? Come for what? Tutorials. And also what? Personal reading. Do you understand? Those are the two factors that can help you. If you don't come for tutorials, there's no way you'll be able to what? To be able to understand. Because some people, they can do with personal reading. Why some people need what? Another person to what? Teach them. You understand? So you have the two important things of survival in online learning is what? Tutorials and personal reading. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. So is attendance and assignment part of the results slip for 100 level?
Alright, there have been many concerns concerning that particular issue. Attendance and assignment is part of the scoring sheet. But one thing I would say that the assignment are given for you to practice. The assignment are not given for you to mark, like for you to gain mark in online learning. It's given for you to what? Practice whatever the lecturer has in mind, because we don't know whether that is what will come out in the test. The lecturer is giving you so that you will test your skills, and in order for you to groom yourself in preparation of what? Test and exam. It is not that the test and exam is not compulsory. I mean, the assignment, the assignment is not compulsory, but it is very necessary and important for you to practice in order to what? Gain more knowledge.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So what are the benefits of the online learning to us? The benefits of
Alright, the benefit of online learning, one, it gives you more time. It gives you what? More personal time. Two, it also makes you what? Invest in what? Personal reading and personal growth. Because as you are now in 100 level, you have more time to what? Get used to the environment. Because it gives you online learning where you have more time to what? Explore the environment. It gives you more time to what? Read on your own, and give you more time to what? Settle in. Because if you are comparing with those people that are having physical class, maybe in 100 level, imagine you are having physical class, your first aim is what? You are entering class immediately. You are coming, resuming as a fresher, you understand? You are not given time to settle and mingle with your environment, because you, as you know, when you are coming for the first time, you want to work, you rush to class. You understand? But with online learning, can give you more time to work, explore other skills. Explore skills, online skills, you understand? It can give you to what? Advantage to what? Learn other things apart from what? Academics. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're highly welcome.
That was a good question. But are there any other things you want to add to what you have said already?
Alright, my advice goes to these 100 levels. First of all, you have to, this is your foundation building level. This is where your CBGP start building from. So you have to take this as a very serious thing. A building without a proper foundation cannot stand well. So as you start this 100 level, you have to what? Start with a good CGP. Everywhere there is a saying that you might not get first class 5.0 because of what? The high the same. But let 5.0 be a target. Even though you don't get it, at least you can. It's a target. It's a goal. It's not yet. It's not as if it's not achievable. It's achievable, but it's not everybody that will achieve it. You understand? But that does not stop you from setting it as a goal. You understand? Because even myself, I did it. At 100 level, I set it as a goal for myself, and I was able to get it. You understand? Before it was looking impossible, but by God's grace, that's why God is also needed in your staying foot winner. Once you are building this foundation building, also involve God. You understand?
Yes.
And also, again, ask other people that are in higher level how this process has been. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you don't ask questions, there's no way your answers will be given. So you have to ask questions from people in higher level so that you will learn more on how to go. You gain from experience. Experience from them is not bad. They may have bad experience, they may have good experience, but those experiences are not for you to emulate. They are for you to learn from and to correct yourself in whatever path you are taking. So I wish you all the best in your stay in Footmiller. I welcome once again to the Federal University of Technology.
Thank you very much, sir.
And you're welcome.